Hey, Shalom, Sense of Yasharallah. My name is Gabaga from the Company of Prophecy in Toronto, and today is Thursday, February the 27th. Okay, another day closer to the deliverance of the Israelites and the destruction and judgment of Israel Edom. Okay, the year 2025. All right, first I want to state Kahal Yamla Alhayanawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Bahashem Rachaha Kodash. Second, let the elders, the Ruel, become the worthy of the honors, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine to the elders and apostles of Graham Millstone. Okay. Also want to say peace and salutation to all the Akim and Zimbabwe's to continue to push his truth in honesty and in sincerity and the fear of the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, whom the world only calls God. Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh, means he to be or he exists, and Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten son, whom the world only calls JC. Yahweh Shai means the deliverer, and the Ruach Kodash is the Spirit Holy. Okay, and these are the names that is supposed to call upon, especially you also call Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and only among the heathen. They may look like the heathen, but your seed line goes back to the patriarchy of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob on your father's side. Okay, if this truth resonates with you, okay, your spirit, bear with our spirit, the Son of the Heavenly Father, okay, this message is for you. Okay, it's not about, how you look, where you're from, okay, what country you're born. Okay, ultimately, if this truth resonates with you, okay, you believe in this message, all right, that means that you are more than likely of the line of Jacob. So therefore, this is for you. Okay, because ultimately, our people have been scattered amongst the different, the heathen. Okay, so therefore, they will come out looking like the heathen. But ultimately, it's all about the seed line, okay? It's about who your father is. Okay, and ultimately that's where salvation lies. Salvation is only for the Israelites. Like Allah Yahweh said, salvation is for the Jews, and Jews really, that's primarily the southern kingdom, but really that also extends to the rest of the 12 tribes, okay? So going into it, there's going to be a quick hit, like a 3-punch combo. All right, where I bring out 2 scriptures and to show you, or to basically, disprove the fallacy of the so-called white man, and to, show his wickedness, and ultimately to set him up for his own judgment. Okay, and to show that, his lies are being exposed. All right, and ultimately he's going to pay for his wickedness. All right, so going to the 3-punch combination, you start with the jab, you set up the jab, then the hook, and ultimately the uppercut that knocks him out. All right. So going into it, this is going to be basically like into like all the work and the effort the so-called black man has put into this society, but yet has not received any recognition for it. Okay, this is all primarily because of the racism of the so-called white man and the hatred and the envy that this so-called white man has, to where he takes he comes in and swoops and basically, does not give the so-called black man his recognition and his dues, okay, and comes in and takes in the inventions that the so-called black man does, okay, and ultimately, profits off of it, and the so-called black man does not receive any reparations, okay, any profit from all his work. All right, as you can see on the screen here, I have like a list of the inventions by the so-called black man. Today, this being the so-called Black History Month, which like we always say, we are not black. Okay, there's no man walking on the planet that is black. Because black really means death. Black goes into a word of color. All right, now we're not black. We're brown, man. We have different shades of brown. We have beautiful brown people. All right, and ultimately, Israel Edom, the so-called white man, that's his true nationality. Okay, he calls us black, but really we're not black, and he calls himself white, and he's not white. He's really red. All right, so this is really, poking. Are you so-called white people? You Edomites. All right. Now going into it, says African American inventions. It says you have the almanac. All right, the baby buggy, the blood plasma bag, cell phone, car phone, cellular car phone. All right. All these were invented by the so-called black man, but yet the so-called black man does not receive the recognition for it. This family of this families of these men that did this, more than likely don't even profit from their inventions, right? Going to the corn harvester, the elevator, what up, all these things that we have. You see, they 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 are usually they are in huge use in this society, but yet, you never know that the black man was actually responsible for them. Okay, the electric lamp, the emergency says here emergency fire escape mechanism. You see, the fire extinguisher, that's big. Like the elevator, the fire extinguisher, electric lamp, all these things are huge, man. These things are big. These things should be enough to actually have it to where, the black man, is really held at a high regard. But yet, is looked down upon, okay, and is cast down in society, and to be basically to be called, you know, uh, um, less than human, all right, and they marginalize the so-called black man, okay, to where he has to basically work. Even growing up, I remember my dad would always tell me, like how to make sure that I work 3 times harder than the next white man, okay, because that's how it is. But this goes on to show you the wickedness of the so-called white man. It is an unjust system that this man has set up, okay. The gas mask, that's huge. The guitar, okay. Ice cream, that's another one. The imaging X-ray, that's huge. Lawnmower, mailbox, come on now. Mop, peanut butter, of course, we all know about that, right? Potato chip, okay. It's like, yeah, let me see. Let's go back. What was this? Come on. That's potato chip. Come on now. Straightening comb, traffic lights. All these things are, you know, without these inventions, society would not be the way it is now, man. But because of this, the hatred and the envy, and the jealousy of the so-called white man, okay, and his wickedness, the so-called black man does not receive any recognition or any credit for all these things that are made in the society, okay. But ultimately, this is all towards so-called, is all piling more evidence against the so-called white man for his wickedness. Let's go and get the scriptures. There's a book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1, out of the Apocrypha, and it says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness." The righteous man is talking about the elect of Israel, okay, before the face of such as have afflicted him, and those afflicted him, the so-called white man, okay. So-called white man, Esau Edom, he's the one that's afflicted us, going back all the way to like when he brought us over here on cargo slave ships, okay, to having us in deplorable conditions, piled up upon piled up on each other, next to each other, okay, going through that gruesome journey from the west coast of Africa to the Americas. Then once we were over here, we were put in slavery, hardcore bondage, chattel slavery, which is the worst form of slavery ever on in human history, okay, for centuries. Then after that, the so-called black man was so-called freed, but not really freed. Was emancipated. When you go into emancipation, that means to be transferred, to transfer property. So the so-called black man was transferred from the property of the so-called the people, the white men that own slaves, to the government. So now the government really owns you, so-called black people. You're still slaves, through these various adhesion contracts, like your birth certificate, all right, your ID, your social insurance number. Okay, this is slavery, but because you asked me, you have to pay taxes and everything that you have, everything that you need, you have to go to your enemy for it, right? So this man continuously afflicts us, and does not want to let us free. It does not want to have a sovereign to where we are self-reliant. Okay, he wants us to constantly go to him. That's why doing this so-called civil rights movement, that was really a ploy, or what do you say it, that was really the subtlety of the so-called white man. Okay, he really is one that came up with the civil rights movement. He put up that man, that wicked man, Martin Luther King. Okay, MLK. He was set up to basically, when so-called black man was doing his own thing, the so-called black man was actually building cities. They had their own things going. Okay, they had their own businesses. They had their own farms. They were doing great, after slavery, but yet, because, they were separated, this from the so-called white man, then MLK was set up to basically have it to where, so-called black men wanted to be joined to the so-called white man society, and that ultimately, puts you in a state of wanting to be equal to your oppressor, which that's wickedness, man. That is absolute wickedness. And for that, now to this day, we are still reliant to the so-called white man for everything. You see, so this man has afflicted us from all this time. So let me go here again. It says, naturally, a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. Can make no account of his labors, like I showed all the inventions that so-called black men came up with that are necessary for the society to operate. But yet, this society, for the most part, does not acknowledge the so-called black man for them. You see? But now, in this day and age, the so-called black man is raising up, That's why, we're being raised up in these last days, knowing who we are, calling upon Heavenly Father, okay, calling upon the true names of the Heavenly Father, okay, and we are standing in great boldness against our enemies, okay, and telling them that they're the devil, showing them their wickedness, showing them their the amount of weakness that they've done on the earth, and showing them that they're going to be judged, okay, showing the scripture right there, and these people are scared, right? These elements are shaking their boots because they see all the wickedness that they did, and now it's being, brought to the forefront, and so therefore, that's putting them, in a state of feeling the guilt, they're feeling the pressure, you see, and therefore, these people are really afraid. Next verse says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. So these Edomites, these Edomites are, they're trembling their boots, man. They see us out in the houses and byways, okay. They see us condemning the society, condemning the so-called white man, condemning his wickedness, condemning, all the atrocities that the so-called white man has done towards the so-called black man, and at large to the whole planet Earth, okay? And telling him that his judgment is due, telling him that he's going to pay for all that he's done. Okay, the Most High does not forget. The Most High does not, the Most High requires that which is past. Okay, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, talking about so-called white men, so-called white race, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, for so far beyond what they look for. Kind of salvation that goes into, like, when the Heavenly Father comes back via his son Yahushua to deliver the elect, and it's going to happen by way of them being beamed up into the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel, okay? Which, these chariots have been making an appearance, lately, and they're a common thing now in society. They're no more, regarded as being, a conspiracy theory. The government came on actually acknowledges that the so-called UFOs, but they still don't want to, acknowledge what they really are. But we here tell you that these are the vehicles that are going to bring that deliverance, and at the same time bring that destruction, okay, upon this society, right? So, going into it, like I said, this is, this is a man that made no account of our labors. All right, now, so that was a jab. Now let's go ahead and get the hook. All right, get this plowman shall overtake the reaper. Because ultimately, the plowman is talking about, when you a plowman is someone that plows land. Okay, and the reaper is someone that reaps the benefits thereof, and the so-called black man is been the one that's been doing all the plowing, all the working, putting in all the work, doing all these things to advance life in society. But yet the so-called white man has been the one that's been benefiting from it. All right. The book of Amos 9 verse 13 and says, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, Bashan Yahushai, that the plowman." All right. Let's go in the word the plowman there. The word there is Harash says to cut, to plow, engrave, devise, can devise. All these, all these inventions that the so-called black man has devised, but yet he gave us no recognition for it. To cut in, engrave, plow, devise, can. So the one being to devise, right? And it says, it's like so back in Amos 9 verse 13 says, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yashai, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. And who's the reaper? The reaper is the so-called white man. He's the one that's been benefiting from all the work that was put in by the so-called black man. Okay, so the plowman is going to overtake the reaper, meaning the plowman, the so-called black man is going to come and actually overtake the so-called white man and actually, be ahead of him, right? Right? It says, and the treaders, and the treader of the grapes, him that soweth seed. Kind of tread the grapes, is the one that puts in the work. The one that sows the seed is the one that benefits and drinks of the wine, right? And the treader of the grapes, him that soweth the seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. That sweet wine is talking about this truth, okay? This is knowledge and understanding, okay? This doctrine, man, that we preach, beginning with the names of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and the began the Son, Yahweh Shai, okay? And the truth, that's been heard from generations. All right, so that's going. That's the hook. Okay, so ultimately, you so-called white people, your time is up. Okay, your time to rule is up, and the so-called black man, is going to overtake you. Okay, that's why you see all these Christians are really, coming up upon these Edomites to where their families are breaking up. All right, they are the ones that are really are out there strung out on drugs. Okay, homelessness. All right. Okay, they're diseased, you see. Okay, the numbers are dropping. Okay, the women are not really, the so-called white women is not looking to be a so-called white man anymore. It's really trying to get with the so-called black man, right? So this is really a sign to show you that your time is up. So your time is up. Your time to be in power is up, and you're being overtaken. All right. So go ahead and get the uppercut, right? Yeah. There's the book of Isaiah 61 verse 5. All right. So go to the rocker pens, and it says, and strangers, let me see here. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks. Strangers is going really into these other nations, beginning with the so-called white men, Israel, Edom. The strangers or the Gentiles or the heathen will be, the ones that are not, the ones that now the flock of Israel, the Israelites. So therefore, the strangers are going to be the other nations, but it's going to start with the so-called white men. Okay, it says, and strangers shall feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen. Okay. So, the same way we were, the plowmen of Israel, Edom, now it's going to be our plowmen. Okay, in the kingdom of heaven, okay, so-called white people are going to be slaves under the so-called black men, under the Israelites. Okay, beginning with the elites, your Rothschilds, okay, the Dupants, the Gettys, the Rockefellers, okay, all these elites in this society, okay, they're going to be put in chains, to put it in slavery, and they're ultimately going to serve the so-called black men in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. So this is uppercut, man. So you so-called white people, you should prepare to be slaves under the so-called black men. Okay, that's that payback. That's a recompense. Okay, that's that. You may want to call it like karma. You see, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. Okay, it's talking about the elect of Israel. Verse 6 says, but ye shall be named the priest of the Lord. And who the priest of the Lord? When the priest line, came from the tribe of Levi, but now through Yahushua, the priesthood is going to be extended to the whole, to all the tribes, all the 12 tribes. That's why, the nation of Israel is going to be known as a kingdom of kings and priests. Okay, going back to going under the order going under the order of Melchizedek, which Melchizedek, he was a king and a high priest. Okay, So that's going to be for the nation of Israel. But everybody else is going to be, if you're not an Israelite, you're going to be slaves. And in the beginning of the so-called white man, you're going to be slaves for a period of 1,000 years, okay, which you're going to suffer. You're going to be made to do double, okay, what you did unto us. That's also scriptural. But you shall be named the priest of the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, okay? Meaning, you're going to basically benefit of the work of the Gentiles the same way they benefited of on the sweat, the blood, sweat, and tears of the so-called black man. Now in the kingdom, things are going to be reversed to where the so-called black man is going to benefit and rip off the blood, sweat, and tears of the other nations, beginning with the so-called white man. Okay, you shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. That's right, man. So that's going to be that recompense, man. Right? It's going to be that recompense. It's going to ultimately, put things back, in balance. Right now, things are out of balance because ultimately, there hasn't been, there's a tab to be paid. A tab to be paid. All the work the so-called black man has put in, but has not gotten any recognition for it. Okay, you Hebrews are going to, have to pay, man. And it's going to come by this man right here, Allah Yahweh Shai. Okay, with a so-called black man, as you can see on the screen. So then I'm going in there. Can I say Barakta Yahweh Shai? And I say Kweme Sharwallah wa Abad Babal, Shalom Akim.